What is going on, guys? Captain Papi here. We are back. Version 13.1 update. I've just come back from work. I've still got the puffer jacket on. Baywatch on fleek. We got a letter from the OPTC team today, which is completely out of the blue. And I did notice this when I was at work today, and I fully avoided everything. Todd's made a video, so please go check that out. Excellent commentary. I'm sure I haven't watched it yet though. I'm sure Stunt will make a video eventually as well. But without further ado, we have 5 pages to digest and, you know, get into. So without further ado, again, I'm repeating myself twice here. Let's just hop into it real quick. Nakama, today we'll be looking at the version 13.1 update scheduled for the 26th of July. Interesting, 26th of July. So we're looking at next week. New features are here to enhance your gameplay experience. Auto power up is here. Use auto power up to power up your crew faster. By using auto power up, you can power up the same character within the group at once. Sugo rares cannot be auto powered up. Interesting. I don't know what this means. I mean, from the graphic, it looks like you have a base copy. You have a base copy of the unit, then you can just feed the units into it. But like, on the same notion, I really do hope that auto power up means that it will include things like lobsters for EXP and candy, and it'll include things like, I don't know, tablets potential, whatever it is. But like, if it was just feeding characters into characters and just clicking one button to do that, I don't know how that's going to pan out. I don't know if this is the correct way of the update, but I mean, I don't want to sit here and put negatives because this is very positive. I think overall, I'm super excited by this kind of an update. We've been looking for an auto power up feature for a long time. My only kind of backlash / concern for this is that it's all well and good to have an auto power up feature, but for what characters that are coming out? Generally speaking, when you release a new unit, you're releasing 13 copies of that unit, i.e. the base unit, and then 12 additional copies. So it doesn't take that much time to feed the copies into the actual unit itself. So I really hope that I really hope that this isn't just like me reading into the graphic by itself, and there's a lot more behind this, a lot more nuance behind it per se. But from what we can see, you can select a based on a group and you can feed them into one character. I mean, it's good. And I mean, if there's, I guess, like, actually the benefit of this would be rare recruits, I suppose. Like being able to go in after a Sugo Fest and click on a character and then auto power up the character. That's actually really valuable. So, I mean, I take it back. Like, depends on how it'll work. Ideally, there's other features towards this, but even if there's not, and it's just, you can hit auto power up after a Sugo Fest rather than having to spend like 40 hours feeding copies of a unit. You can just bink, 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 like straight away. That's really good. And I think it is a very smart idea to not use this feature on Sugo Rare, so i.e. Legends. Overall, very positive there. EX Super is here. What? What the flip is EX Super, buddy? As you can see, Roger's got it. That's really interesting. Okay. Meet certain requirements to launch EX Super Specials. It will make various types and classes to become super. Certain characters that meet the requirement will be able to use EX Super even if they are a crewmate. If it is the same type or class as the character that used the EX Super, other characters will become super as well. Is EX Super just like a super type and super class combined? That's what it seems like. Because that's pretty cool. But does that not just make a majority of super classes and super types kind of redundant? I don't know. That's a bit sketchball. I don't know. I'm like, it's interesting. This part here about it being a crewmate is really cool because like the benefit of the really like hashed out benefit that I can see for this ability would be you bring a super class, super type captains, and then you bring a EX super as your crewmate, and then you're able to target all like, for example, if you're running like a hybrid Dex and Psi, and your captain is super Psi, and then like, you know, you can use the EX super. Potentially the EX super is going to boost Dex characters, so now you can get super type for Dex and Psi. You know, so you don't have to do the shenanigan of like swapping the captain in, popping the abilities, popping it, you know, that kind of stuff. So all in all, I mean, this equates to more damage, more or less. But I guess then to play devil's advocate once again, I could see this problem popping up where, like, for example, Kazuna were maxed out at 1 billion damage, or 1 trillion damage, I should say, sorry. And things like this only add more to the damage output. And I guess there's ways to mitigate it, but at the same time, like, maybe there needs to be a new game mode that, you know, that incentivizes doing butt tons of damage overall. So, I mean, good, really good update. I think this allows for more creativity, because you can now super class and super type more things, which means that more units get buffed, which means more damage output, which means hopefully content is easier. Hopefully on top of that, EX super specials, like EX typing, also like have a special ability. So maybe an EX super could give you an overrideable attack boost and like change slots, for example. Like that would also be really good as well. So hopefully, you know, we can get this really nice additional element to team building, which would be involving an EX super and not having to, like, you could be at least a bit more free in the colors and classes that you pick depending on the captains that you choose, if that made sense. But it's really cool. I think it's kind of neat. I'm looking forward to, you know, to more of this overall. On page 4, we have other updated content to improve search features. We can now we can filter by supports and by sailor abilities. Honestly, fuck yeah, Bandai. This is genuinely has been needed for so long. And it's like, it's about time, especially like the support ability filtering has been a necessity for a very extended period of time. And it's very good that it's coming. Sailor abilities, I think, is also really good. These days, there's a lot of very unique sailor abilities that provide a lot to teams that people just don't think about or don't remember or recall. So overall, another fantastic. Filters, amazing. Pull up to 100 friend point recruits at a time. This is just quality of life. I mean, it's good. You max out your friend points very consistently. Go to the friend point filtering. Go pull on the boosters. Get a bunch of evolvers. Potentially get Himeis. Get gold lobsters. You know, regular lobsters and such. Like, very good to burn through those friend points and then, you know, move on. Still up to 40 characters. Again, fantastic quality of life feature here. Also very good for post Sugar Fests. You know, being able to sell a bunch of characters. And, you know, things like if you're farming Usopp Island for candy, or farming those 5 Summon Islands for candy and XP and such, or sorry, for Himeis, I should say, in XP, or you're farming Colosseums for candy, or whatever it is, being able to sell 40 characters at a time just simplifies the process of cleaning out your box faster. So I think the benefit of cleaning, like, you know, updating the mechanics around cleaning your box and updating, you know, feeding characters and selling and such, very good. Improved search features are amazing. That these are 3 fantastic updates, you know, and I'm super happy. And then the final page here, we are regularly revising the treasure map spaces and rewards. Changes will be made to treasure map in the next update. Whoa. We're going back for treasure map update round 2. Wow. Other new features are also coming to enhance your experience, where we'll be sharing the details as they become available, so look forward to. Keep on sailing from the OPTC. First of all, credit where credit's due. Fantastic communication. Shout out to the new management team, I suppose, or the new community management team. They're doing an excellent job. Secondly, where's our producer? Still missing. Still, where's Yoshi? Where's whoever it is? I don't know. Like, they're missing. Third of all, I love this graphic. Looks really nice. But also, like, this is just a great update. This is going to be very interesting for team building. These are fantastic features. Fourth of all, treasure map being updated is very interesting because it seems that they've identified that there's consistent problems with TM. And the fact that they've identified those consistent problems with TM means that hopefully at some point they don't just shoehorn themselves into constantly updating treasure map, and eventually they go forward and update other game modes like Grand Party, even things like Kazuna definitely need an overhaul at this point. Even PKA needs a lot of like fixes at the moment. But I mean, all in all, I'm gassed. I'm super excited. I'm positive. I'm very positive here. You know, I really look forward to seeing what they can do. I'm gonna cut real quick to the Discord to see if there's anything interesting going on here. And you know, I'm not even gonna cut. I'm gonna keep it rolling. You know, because I got on my other monitor. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down, guys? I'm now taking a look. Let's just have a look here. See. So there's no other information here. Godot hasn't really outlined anything else. The only other thing is Bonnie's coming as a Clash. That's awesome. One Piece Day. I'm not here to talk about any of that. But that's about it. Nice, short, sharp, 10-minute video. We're going to be recording the podcast this weekend as I'm recording this, so we'll definitely discuss this more in depth. There's not really much to cover overall, but I think it's a really good version update. Very positive. I'm going to say what I say every time. Remember, when they do quality of life updates, don't forget about all the shit that's happened in the past. Don't let this cloud your vision. This company still has a long ways to go to improve the way that they look after their community, the way that they like talk to their community, the way that they communicate with their community. So all being said, steps in the right direction. So hopefully these are just steps forward and there's no steps back. With that being said though, I've been Captain Papi. That's been the version 13.1 update review. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.